The internet didn't start with Google, it didn't start with Facebook, and it definitely didn't start with teenagers in their bedrooms. The true story of the internet begins with war, secrets, and a hidden race for global power, a history schools will never teach you. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss our deep dive tech videos. Most people think the internet was created for communication. That's wrong. Back in the 1960s, during the Cold War, the United States was terrified that a nuclear attack could destroy all its communication systems. The military needed a network that could survive bombs and network with no central control point that could be targeted. That idea became ARPANET, the secret ancestor of the modern internet. Its goal wasn't convenience. It wasn't for you to order a pizza or watch cat videos. Its goal was survival. It was designed to keep the country running, even after a devastating attack. This wasn't about connecting people. It was about protecting power. After ARPANET proved it worked, a fascinating shift began. Universities and researchers were invited to join the project. They started using this military network to share scientific data, send the first digital messages, and collaborate across vast distances. This is where the internet's DNA began to change. These scientists didn't care about war or military strategy. They cared about connection, knowledge, and collaboration. They started creating the fundamental rules, the protocols like TCP/IP that still run the internet to this very day. They took a military tool designed for destruction and transformed it into the foundation of a digital revolution, a world built on sharing information. The first major application that proved the internet's true potential wasn't websites or streaming, it was something we now take for granted: email. In 1971, a programmer named Ray Tomlinson sent the world's very first email, probably not realizing he was about to change everything. Suddenly, communication became instant. Knowledge could move at the speed of light. The network started to grow, not because of a military directive, but because people found it incredibly useful. Email was the killer app that proved the internet wasn't just a military experiment anymore. It was the future of how humans would connect and share ideas. Fast forward to 1989. A researcher named Tim Berners, working at the CERN physics lab in Switzerland, came up with a simple but revolutionary idea. He asked, what if all the information stored on computers everywhere could be connected with clickable links, accessible to everyone? His bosses famously described the idea as vague but exciting. Well, that vague idea became the World Wide Web. Websites, links, browsers, everything we use today started right there. What's even more incredible is that Berners-Lee gave the web to the world for free. He could have become the richest man on earth by patenting his invention, but he chose to prioritize global knowledge over personal profit, a decision that shaped the open nature of the early web. By the mid-1990s, the world woke up. Companies realized the internet wasn't just a fascinating piece of technology, it was a gold mine. This is when the giants we know today were born. Amazon started in 1994, originally as an online bookstore. eBay launched in 1995, creating a global marketplace. Google was founded in 1998, changing how we find information forever. PayPal arrived in 1999, revolutionizing online payments. The internet rapidly transformed from a public, scientific tool into a massive commercial arena. Marketing, advertising, e-commerce, everything moved online. The internet was no longer just for academics and scientists. It was for everyone, and more importantly, for business. Then, in the 2000s, the biggest and most subtle shift happened: the rise of algorithmic social media. Platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram changed the game completely. They replaced human choice with algorithmic recommendations. The internet stopped being a place you go to actively search for things and became a place where things are chosen for you. The feed you scroll, the videos you're recommended, the news you see, it's all curated by complex algorithms designed to keep you engaged. This is the part schools never teach you. The internet is no longer just a tool you use. It's a system that actively shapes your opinions, your emotions, and your behavior. So where does that leave us today? The internet is now controlled by a new power structure. Governments use it for surveillance and control. Private corporations like Google, Meta, and Amazon hold immense influence over what we see and buy. Data brokers silently collect and sell our personal information. And intelligence agencies operate in the shadows. Every click you make, every video you watch, every message you send creates data. And in the 21st century, Data is the new currency of power. The great irony is that the internet, which began as a decentralized military project to resist a single point of failure, has evolved into one of the most centralized systems of control in human history. The internet you use every single day carries this secret past one built on fear, Hajikao innovation, and the constant pursuit of global control. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden history of the internet, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who uses the web every day without knowing the incredible story of where it really came from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.